Hey there, extraordinary treasurers. So your donors have donated. Adventist Giving has loaded a deposit report to your account, and the money is headed for your checking account. Now what? How do those deposits get into Jewel? There are 3 entry methods, each with positives and negatives, and it's up to you to decide which one you prefer. I will go over all 3 briefly. Then in the following videos, I will cover each one separately with detailed instructions. Here's a summary of the 3 methods. 1. Manual entry. This method is used to enter the offerings on the deposit report, one donor envelope at a time. This method is slower than either of the import methods, but it works well if you're new to Adventist Giving and if very few of your members are using it. This method may be preferred by treasurers who prefer a simple, more familiar method. Number 2. Import directly. This method imports the donations, saving you the time of entering each envelope separately. This is a relatively simple method. This method will only import the most recent report, and timing is critical since Jewel only retrieves the most recent deposit. The deposit report for each deposit must be imported before the next one arrives. Number 3 method, import from a file. This method will import any deposit, even from previous months. This means you can wait until the end of the month to import both monthly reports. This method downloads the report to your computer and imports it from there rather than connecting directly to Adventist Giving. This method will sometimes import successfully when importing directly produces an error message. So you can see that each method has its pros and cons. If you like simple and familiar, have very few donors, and you're willing to take the time to enter each envelope, then the manual entry might be for you. If you want to import directly and like the convenience of entering your password in Jewel and having it done, and you don't mind keeping one eye on the calendar to make sure you don't miss a deposit, then importing directly might be your friend. If you have a church with a lot of donors, I strongly recommend that you import from a file. Once set up, it's not much harder to use, but it can be done just once a month instead of twice. And it's less likely to cause problems if one of your donations goes NSF. The instructions for the 3 methods are in the next 3 videos. They're detailed and meticulous. Whichever method you choose, please follow the instructions to the letter the first couple of times so that you don't miss anything.